Hey everyone, welcome to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast for Wednesday, February 3rd of 2016. I'm Athen, and this is for Sidereal Astrology, very different from mainstream astrology. If you are new to the channel, be sure to click the link for more information. All right, so we're entering the balsamic phase here this later part of the week, so the energies will probably start lowering as we approach this new moon. So the key with this is it's a good time to reflect, but what's nice about the astrology is that there's a lot of supportive energy coming in today. If you look at the transit graph, we've got these three sextiles all coming into exact orb here today in particular. So with this, on one regard, probably the most powerful of this is that Mars has been sextiling up to Pluto. So this makes it, although a lowering of energy kind of day, really good for productive things, especially with the Sun sextiling up to Saturn. It's very good for motivation, for getting our bodies moving, for moving forward. So what I have a feeling of with this balsamic phase is just having that reflective approach and that easygoing approach to what can be a very constructive, very productive, and a great day for moving forward, especially when it comes to change. You know, there's one thing about Pluto, and this has been Pluto in Sagittarius, that's been transforming our life path, is that when Pluto forms an easy aspect like this, especially up to an action-oriented planet like Mars, there's this gateway, there's this opening to take action. And we can choose or choose not to do that, which always is the case with the sextiles, but there is support to do so nonetheless. Now within that, the moon is going to be forming the backdrop of what's really meaningful to us in life. The moon will be going into Ophiuchus here around midday. So the feelings can be exposed. You know, this is where our natural inclination with the moon is to have the more protective qualities of our feelings. But in Scorpio and Ophiuchus, it's really about exposing that. So the more open we are to seeing the truth, the more open we are to cultivating what really matters in life, can make this a very good way of working with this lunar aspect or this lunar placement here today. Now, one thing with that is that the moon is going to be going over Saturn, so this has been a very long-term approach. You know, Saturn's been in Scorpio for about, off and on for about the past year. So the key with this is that it's about building a future foundation. You know, what is it that we're building in the future? And can it be more meaningful? Can it be real? Can it be raw? Can it be deep? These are the Scorpio energies. And with Saturn shifting into Ophiuchus, this is really building the fact that through that, there can be transformation, there can be spiritual liberation and healing as a result. So the key with this is that I think the more we are open to that seriousness of building those foundations and seeing the long road and really being patient with these things in life can really assist us today, but both in the short and the long term. So that's going to be the moon over there. And like I said, the sun is going to be sextiling Saturn. So there is a good support for that more disciplined, patient approach, especially with productive things. And the sun is in Capricorn. So this is really emphasizing that grounded perspective and expressing what can be done. So also Mercury is going to be sextiling up to Chiron. So there is healing and there's some rejuvenation, I think, taking place, probably because Mercury has been going over Pluto. There's been a lot of change with the daily activities, with our thoughts, our thinking patterns, our perspectives on life have been changing quite a bit this year so far. And with the sextile up to Chiron, it can just be quite healing, right? That we've gone through the work and now we're feeling more refreshed as a result. So this is a Chiron going into Pisces, which is showing us the importance of that faith and trust and willingness to go with the flow and healing our relationship with that, healing our relationship with God. So that's going to be a major theme now. It's still subtle, it's still on the cusp energy, but there can certainly be some healing energy today, again, if we choose to with that sextile. Now in the early part, the moon will be squaring up to Neptune. So if you are feeling that doubt or uncertainty, that's been the Saturn squaring up to Neptune energy. I think we're quite seasoned with this, but if you are feeling it, again, working on that. You know, the square is all about integration. Makes it a great morning for meditation and anything else that helps us relax and find that river flow of life. Then as the day unfolds, that moon goes over Saturn. We enter that balsamic phase, lowering of energies, and the moon does trine up to Uranus in the second half. So we could be feeling quite free and liberated, maybe because of that willingness to have that flow and have that faith and trust by the end of the day. So the high point is certainly going to be this opportunity. It's a day of opportunities with all these sextiles. And I feel like the strongest being to take action, to make change. But again, in this balsamic phase, taking it nice and slow, getting that alone time, perhaps that reflective time, and seeing where we can find that easy flow in the process. All right, so I hope you guys have a great one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.